Why run a marathon? This is something I am asked very, very often. Now, I just registered for the Buffalo Marathon. It's 26.2 miles. It's in May, and I've got 21 weeks to prepare for it. I'll be doing 20-mile long runs. A couple weeks will be over 50 miles. It'll take me away from my normal life. It's going to put me in uncomfortable physical and probably social interactions and situations. Why would you do this to yourself? You'll be in pain. There's always a higher chance of injuring yourself when you're doing these types of things. Why do it? Well, I broke this down into 3 points. And this is the 3 reasons why I personally sign up and run marathons. So coming in at number 1 is the fact that participating in some form of physical, intentional suffering seems to make every other part of my life better. It makes sleep better. It makes falling asleep easier. It makes my appetite more routine and kind of turned on. I find myself craving healthier foods. I mean, I don't eat super unhealthy to begin with, but I find that it does help me want to put better nutrition into my body. It helps with the other end of that, which is the bowel movements. It keeps you kind of regular with that. And then also it just helps me personally kind of come down from a state of pretty edgy to slightly less edgy, which obviously helps me when it comes to just being a good coworker, being a good partner, being a good person when it comes to the minimal, the little interactions that happen throughout the day. So first and foremost, it really can help benefit so many other things in your life, whether you really notice it or not. And I was also kind of thinking, I'm now going to transition to number 2 on my list, but I did go for a 2-mile shakeout today, and I thought I would go through number 2 while on that run. So here's that. So my second reason of why I enjoy marathon training is that it also gives me time to process on these runs. Obviously I'm filming sometimes, but other times, most of the time, I'm out here, I don't wear headphones, and I'm just with my thoughts. And that's, 10 hours a week sometimes more as marathon training goes on. And it's just kind of a good time for me to process things, my day, my week, interactions with people, my relationships. And a lot of people, I think, don't give themselves that time to do that. Or even worse, are kind of scared to give themselves that time to, almost give themselves a little bit of a review. And honestly, for me, if I have things I'm hung up on during the week, sitting with them on a run can really help me kind of process them and give them like an end point, I guess, of like my own time. So if something's bothering me and I just am reminiscing and fixated on it, I can spend some time on a run thinking about it, maybe reflecting on how it happened, why it happened, and then kind of letting it just be that. So there's kind of a finality to some of the processing my week, and running totally allows me to do that. Aside from filming, there aren't a ton of distractions out here. You pass people every now and again, but so much of the time is me. And then also just letting my mind wander, offering goes places, especially on a longer, slow run. I'm not focused on pace or heart rate. I don't check those things too much while I'm running. Just kind of more in review. So yeah, marathon training lets you process, and maybe you're not someone who's going to sit down and just hit myself in the eye with a string. Maybe you're not someone who's going to give yourself 10 minutes a day to meditate, but this could be that little bit of processing that you might need in your life. So that's number 2. And number 3 for me, the reason why I run marathons,
not even specifically marathons, but reasons why I do distance running is that it can honestly connect you with a community that you didn't even realize was there. And there's so many cool people that I've personally met through running. It's an easy thing. Honestly, once you graduate like college or you get to a point of adulthood where like you're not in a classroom, you don't have to meet people, it gets a little bit hard. Running is one of those spaces where it can bring you together. You can go to a Tuesday night brewery group run, you can meet people. And then from there, I would say another amazing thing about it is you can have conversations with people about topics that you really agree or really disagree on. And for some reason, having kind of this middle ground of going for a run together almost gives you an added ability to have a harder conversation, to disagree with someone, to kind of debate, and then finish your run and okay, see you next Tuesday. Like, it's easier to put those things down, I find, when you're in kind of this shared environment that you both agree is something that you're working towards. You agree it's something you enjoy doing, or you feel better afterwards, and you just decided that it helps me, and you decide on that middle ground, and then from there you can, I think, really build relationships in a way that I don't think you can, just talking to someone maybe on the street, or it's at least easier. But then, yeah, back to the first point of it is like community. The community about it, whether it's online, in your local community, find people to run with, or just find people like in your office who you didn't realize have run Boston Marathon. It took me months to realize that someone who worked in my office just one floor down ran like a 2:49 at Boston 25 years ago. Never said anything about it. We talked about running here and there, and then he just casually mentioned it, and I was like, what? My guy. So yeah, number 3, it may bring you into that community that you didn't even realize was there. Okay guys, that's it for me. That is my 3 reasons why I think, it's just 3 reasons why I pursue marathons, marathon training, trying to get a little bit quicker in this world. Those are my reasons. Those are my why and why I keep coming back to this. But this is also kicking off New Year's 2024. So congrats everybody. We've made it to another year where everyone out there is, recapping what they did last year and looking ahead to what they're going to do this year. That brings me to the Buffalo Full Marathon, end of May. We've got 21 weeks until we toe that line. I'm wildly excited. I am wildly motivated, and I'm really excited to not only make content about it, but to push myself to a new level that I'm just really excited, honestly, to work really hard and to do that level of intentional suffering that's going to get me to just another place with running. And I'm really excited about that. So tons of training, but that's it for me. Happy New Year. Let's get after it. Stay safe out there. Enjoy your runs, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, guys.